Most ceilings don't announce themselves. There's no warning sign, no clear moment where someone tells you, this is as far as it goes. You only notice the ceiling after you hit it, and by then you've usually built your life underneath it. In many careers, that ceiling is not obvious because it's built into the structure. A quiet structural ceiling inside systems, where effort increases activity, but never creates real operating leverage, revenue scaling, or true outcome-based systems. Once you understand how invisible ceilings work, a lot of career decisions start making much more sense. This moment appears most clearly to high performers, not because they struggle, because they move faster, they test limits sooner. They push the system harder than most people inside it. And eventually they run into something most people never question. Ceilings rarely stop progress. They simply slow it down. Early in a career, everything feels open. Your skills improve, your income rises, your confidence grows. So the path appears unlimited. But what's actually happening is simpler. You're moving within range, not toward expansion. As long as there's room to move around, the ceiling remains invisible. Movement can look like progress, even when nothing is actually expanding. This is what we can call the invisible ceiling. Invisible ceilings don't block you suddenly. They compress progress over time. Raises get smaller, promotions slow down, effort produces less movement, nothing breaks, nothing collapses, everything still works. It simply stops expanding. Here's the key distinction. Range means you can move around. Trajectory means you're actually going somewhere. Most people mistake range for trajectory. They see movement, they see income changes, they see promotions, but the structure has already defined how far that movement can go. In one structure, performance increases, recognition increases, responsibility increases, but trajectory stays fixed. In another structure, performance expands ownership, relationships compound, reputation compounds, future opportunities expand. Same effort, different system design. Here's a quick way to test whether you've reached an invisible ceiling. Ask yourself 3 questions. Question 1. Has your effort increased while outcomes stay roughly the same? Question 2. Are improvements now producing smaller and smaller changes? Question 3. Does success here expand your freedom or just your responsibilities? If those answers feel familiar, you may be experiencing ceiling contact. If this framework clarified something, save this video. It's one of the most useful ways to evaluate career structures. High performers usually notice ceilings first, because they move faster. Average performers stay busy inside the box. High performers eventually test the walls. That's when questions appear. Why isn't this moving anymore? Why does improvement stop changing anything? Why does everything feel capped? That moment is ceiling contact. The confusing part is this. Nothing is technically wrong. You're still succeeding, still respected, still earning. So, admitting you've hit a ceiling feels irrational, but ceilings don't remove success. They remove trajectory. You stop moving somewhere new and start repeating the same range. I'm curious about something. In your current field, do you feel like you're still expanding or just circulating? Write one word in the comments, expanding or circulating. Most people misdiagnose this moment. They call it burnout, boredom, plateau. But those are symptoms. The cause is structural. You've reached the maximum range the field allows. And no amount of refinement creates new space. And once you understand ceilings, another pattern becomes obvious. Many ceilings exist for one simple reason. The structure itself limits income, especially when income is tied directly to time. In the next video, we'll break down the mechanism that creates most invisible ceilings, why selling time will always cap you. And once you see that mechanism, a lot of income structures start making more sense. If you want to understand how leverage-based careers actually work, subscribe. Because this channel is about one shift, moving from time-based income to leverage-based income. I'll see you in the next video.